Well, hello. Welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith. Happy National Day of the Cowboy. Did you know that's what it was today? Yep. Fourth Saturday of July. National Day of the Cowboy started, and if you haven't watched my one that I've already put up, I believe, by the time you see this, it's going to be breaking horses and developing preppers. You know, when I realized that today was the National Day of the Cowboy, that's why I decided to put that up, that I've been meaning to do for a while. So National Day of the Cowboy is the fourth Saturday in July. It started back in, it's not an old holiday, and it's not a national holiday, too bad, even though it's called National Day of the Cowboy, where there's a group working for that. Kansas, it started in 2005, I think. Kansas is one of 15 states that has so far recognizes it. And there's a movement working towards it. You know, there's probably no persona that more that is how should I say, more reflects the American idea or ideal than the cowboy, right? Oh, by the way, I should say that this video is brought to you by the Stonemont series, my books. I put the links down here, how you can get those either through Amazon or through me. It'll be in the drop-down information box or in a pinned comment. You know, the cowboy culture is extremely interesting, and I cover a lot of cowboy culture in here, including superstitions and etiquette of cowboy hats and things like that. Like I think I said in the other one, I've been wearing a cowboy hat and a gun since I was about 3 years old, and of course the gun was a toy until a certain point, but it has always been a kind of a central part of my life, even though most of my life was spent in the city. If you watch my other one, you'll hear how I used to break horses and things like that. There's a certain ideal about the cowboy, and it has to do with, you know, not necessarily obeying the laws of the land, but obeying a certain code. You know, a certain code of shooting straight, not just with your you know what, but with oh, by the way, I have something special to share with you all about that in a few days. Not just with this, but you know, with your words and your actions and how you deal with people. It's a matter of responsibility in certain ways. Yeah. It's a matter of hard work and doing what you say, and pretty much saying it plain, being polite for the most part, not being a hard ass. If you notice that the people, even as depicted in the movies, are the ones that act like a hard ass are always the bad guys. You know, kind of like today, right? Not much has changed. The truly adept men or dangerous men, for the most part, are usually pretty polite. You know, if you read some of the stories of the old. I just made the one a couple of weeks ago when I visited Hickok's grave in Deadwood, or Tom Smith, the marshal of Abilene, Kansas, who's the one who really cleaned it up. I'm going to run out there and take a visit to his grave in the next couple of weeks, and I'll make a video about him, or some of the others. One of the things that you'll hear about them for the most part is that they are whiter, even though he started out as a criminal. And these guys weren't all perfect. They all weren't all 100%. You know, they weren't Roy Rogers. You know, they weren't the Lone Ranger necessarily. They were hard scrabble guys that had hard scrabble lives, and they didn't have all have pristine backgrounds. But they ended up personifying a certain way of life, and in most cases, what you'll read about them is that they were gentlemanly. You know, we have lost a lot of that, haven't we? Haven't we done that? You know, one of the things that the people like so much, I think. Well, yeah, I think, because they tell me. One of the things that people like so much in my books is that the good guys are good, the bad guys are bad, the bad guys get taken care of by the good guys, and that all of the people, all the good people, hold to a set of standards that most of us were taught when we were young, and they are the traditional standards. Courtesy, politeness, responsibility, hard work, helping people, not getting in people's face, not starting arguments or fights, not causing drama. That is kind of the persona of the cowboy. Anti-drama. And until it's time to do whatever needs to be done, and then do it. Don't talk a lot about it. Just do it. So anyway, I'm going to put this over. I'll put a link over on the Patreon side. You can look it up. I mean, I'm sure that you can Google National Day of the Cowboy, and you'll find information on it. I'm going to put up the official website link over there on the Patreon channel side, and that's what I do for Patreon. If you're not with me on Patreon, I invite you. I suggest that you come, because I put a lot of stuff over there that I'm not able to put here on YouTube. So I'll put that over there, and just think about, today is, I do this a lot. I interrupt myself. Today is the day of the cowboy. I get one of my most popular videos was etiquette and superstitions of cowboy hats. I still get, and that was, a couple of years ago I made it. I still get emails and comments from all over the world. I mean, Europe, Japan, New Jersey, not that that's foreign, but it's a lot different than Kansas. People asking me about cowboy hats. They say, I've always wanted to wear a cowboy hat, but I think people will laugh at me. Nobody wears them around here. What should I do? Is it okay if I do this? Hey, you do you. If you like them, think about it. Go watch my, you can put it up in the search bar. Go watch my cowboy hat etiquette and superstitions. It'll tell you a lot about cowboy hats. So celebrate. Happy National Day of the Cowboy to you all. Think about it. Do something to bring out your cowboy spirit or the American spirit. I don't know. Go to a rodeo. Watch a rodeo. Drink a buffalo sweat. Go buy a new hat. Go buy a good pair of boots. I just got a new pair of boots. I'd show them to you, but then I'd have to kick them up on the table and all that. I just got a new pair of Ariats that I think is about my favorite boots I've ever had. But do something. If not, watch a John Wayne movie, while you drink a buffalo sweat. So with that, you all have a great day. Have a great National Day of the Cowboy. Remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. And most of the cowboys were pretty prepared. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.